RLCS. We got Herc and Stumpy with the matchups. Let's get it going. BDS is struggling to hold on to their major spot, and Worlds isn't locked either. So win here is necessary for one of our European top 4 teams. We'll see if Team 3 can play spoiler.
Results have gone pretty routine today, as I'm sure our top seeds will be hoping for, and BDS would love for that trend to continue, considering their spot in the European standings so far. And Herc, as Shogun was alluding to, I think this is a pretty decent team for BDS to be matched up with.
I would have to agree with that. Granted, I have said the same thing about every matchup so far, thinking somebody would be the one to take them down. So hopefully this one's a little bit different. Hopefully we get an interesting series here. Otherwise, hopefully BDS just takes this as a walk in the park that they would cross their fingers for.
I mean, right now we're seeing in Europe, as I said, those top sides taking the wins, 4-0, 4-0 so far. And BDS, they need this to go the exact same way because they are currently holding on to that spot in the 4th, 5th kind of area in Europe. And Monkey Moon, he wants to make sure that they stick in that spot, if not climb a little bit more with an opening goal.
Oh my goodness. Listen, I have been waiting for BDS to kind of get it together. After yesterday, they went round 5 in Swiss, which I'm sure freaked a lot of people out, including themselves. But this is the moment. This is where you start to come back. Now, granted, no kickoff goals. You guys can't let that happen. It could right here, but it's a small whiff from Nowasaki off the kickoff there. BDS just get to hold on to their own goal lead.
And they're currently sitting in that 5th spot when we look most recently towards the London Major. However, the biggest test is going to come when we see how Oxygen end up performing. That is their biggest team on their side, or rather rooting against them. Alongside them, Carmine Corp really desperately want BDS to fail as much as they can. Any win is going to be knocking Carmine Corp even further away. They then need to outplace them by that number. Every single region that we see, or every single open qualifier rather, is marked by they're taking a shot against this former team. Drali.
They had so many good opportunities there and they just didn't score. Yikes.
We have. There's been a plentiful amount of shot opportunities for Team 3. I think right now, accuracy, a little bit not on their side. Granted, it could be a little bit of a warm-up game for them, right? You're still very early into the series. It's the best of 7, right? So, I don't know. I feel like at least BDS is having to work for things right now. And Team 3, they wanted to go, but instead, Monkey Moon's going to take this one, drop this one down over to Drali, and there you have it.
Beautiful play from Monkey Moon. The composure in the midfield is sublime. He ends with 0 boost as well. Gets the reset with 0 boost. Finds Drali perfectly with the reset over the midfield defender. Sends it left post. Back of the net bulges. 2-0. Minute 45 has elapsed.
Back of the net,
yes,
what?
Exactly how they want their series to start. But the rest of Europe, if they're below that 5th spot, they are cringing at a BDS victory.
I think, especially when people want you to do bad, that's usually when
what
you
a
do
flick!
better. Same could be said for Team
Nowasaki. I see you.
I
see you.
But that's not gonna stop Nowasaki. Crazy flick here, just to go right over Drali's head, and Team 3 closed the gap by 1.
And you know what? I've been super impressed with Nowasaki for a long time now. I've heralded him as one of those players that I think with the right team, he can absolutely excel. Exotic, taking a very long shot, sees and chips the keeper right at the back, sees it midfield. No different teams working their way back. Not even the fabled Nowasaki I was talking about.
Oh man, I think, who was that? Drali was all the way upfield and he got the demo and then the bump on the Nowasaki too. So they're just throwing people up, moving them out of their way. But I'm in the same boat. I think Team 3 as a whole for a while
I thought he got that save.
For them, but Team BDS seem to be crushing those.
Team 3, we're trying to give you compliments. Stop
Please,
conceding
guys.
and making us talk about the goal. Come on. Right, okay, off this kick.
Yeah, this isn't a good start for Team 3.
They had a brilliant Swiss stage as well. They managed to go through 3-1. The only loss, interestingly, was to forward, or fast forward rather. They beat both Top Cougars and Resolve to make it here. An excellent result from them, and I think they'll be disappointed if they fall into the camp that we saw earlier from Top Cougars and Resolve, where they ended up both going 0-4, because I think Team 3 will see themselves in a little bit of a different conversation to them. You know what? Their chances of going to the major, they are exceedingly low. but they can still play spoiler. And isn't that just as fun?
It honestly is. I kind of, it's enjoyable when you're not on the team and you're just rooting for them and you're the neutral person. These spoiler teams are fun. I like when they mess with people. BDS fans might come at me on Twitter for that one, but it could be fun. Although it doesn't feel fun for them right now, BDS, it's just a runaway game. I think this is a little bit more along the expectations of what we had headed into this match.
I think, as we were saying...
Yeah, I don't even really know what to say. I'm just kind of listening to the casters speak facts.
Between him and Monkey Moon. Charlie can't get that one central. Touch is not enough. Charlie maybe could have taken a pass over towards the midfield man, the Exotic. He then picks up the ball, but with 90 seconds...
It just is what it is.
We've seen BDS action, because Team 3, they had to kick
BDS,
into
more accurately, Drally, just
I don't know.
read the shit out of them and
it's just BDS is playing a really solid
destroyed them,
game,
basically.
around them right now, and they're kind of just making the defense struggle. They're trying their might. You saw Catalysm help out Noasaki off that one. One of the few transitions we've got to see, but even then, backboard's always covered, ground's always covered,
Good
shots
pressure.
are slow. It's good pressure, it's just not enough.
Yeah, there was also they were gently pushing on the wound. They weren't forcing anything through that final line of defense. But with a minute remaining, they need goal every 20 seconds. Monkey receives a pass from Exotic. Backboards his mark by a challenge Drily, who misses the ball. He's done that a couple of times so far. Clearly not been a big problem in this game. Now Exotic receiving from Monkey tries to go top corner. Markbear had it covered by intelligently finding himself on the backboard. And Noah pushing along with Catalysm, a 1-2 50-50, and Drily
become very
winning them both
even now.
expertly.
It's basically stalemate, so that's a good start. Like, they had a runaway BDS at the start. That was about it. That's what the difference was, but now it's become a stalemate. Coming into game 2, this could be a bit different compared to this first game.
You had to go round 5 in Swiss. That just feels uncommon, but that's a solid double from Noasaki.
I mean, I ain't saying anything, but I'm also saying
I'll tell you what, that is exactly the quality they were showing
this
on
is looking pretty decent
Let go or
for
move
it to
on
not
from
be a
that
complete
roster.
blowout.
Even when, and I mentioned it in the previous series too, or 2 series ago rather, the Resolve documentary. Jeff and the team over there were saying, look, fair play to Noah. He is brilliant. He has left Resolve and has beaten them multiple times. And the quality that he shows is absolutely sublime. And Team 3 is clearly a team where he's going to be able to do well off that kind of, with a little bit more mentorship as well. Their position in Europe is extremely interesting. This is absolutely a must-win for them. They need to continue pushing through to that major, because if they can get there and get a good number of points, then first they're making Carmine Corp sweat, but they're also pushing themselves further and further away from Oxygen, who are hot on their heels.
Yep, this is, it's been an interesting weekend so far. Many attempts for there to be new kings on top in Europe. BDS just trying to stay at the top. But, I don't know, game 2 win. I think if they could take it in a sweep here, this would be a really...
You know, if the season lasted longer, I reckon BDS would completely fall out of the top 4.
Really wanting to see the consistency, but my goodness, Monkey Moon.
Unless they stepped up.
I want 2022, 23 Monkey Moon.
Oh, that's a great touch by Extra. Exotic.
My word, Exotic. How dare you
From
shoot that
BDS.
How dare you go for this shot with Drally redirecting. Exotic then on that second touch, skimming it down the other side of the pitch. Nobody is home for the P-roller that rolls towards the Team 3 net. It's 1-0 for BDS, but the quality of goal, it might not have had the speed, the quality was absolutely there.
Oh man, listen, you take what you get every time, whether it's the most insane mechie shot on earth, or if it's something simple and basic.
They all count as one. Does not matter how you end up getting it in the back of the net. You just make sure that you do actually do it. Drala now challenging versus 2. Beats out to Exotic. Trying to be the next man to it. Instead, Noasaki is going to be able to clear it away. Only goes as far as the midfield before BDS then pick it back up. Drala now back corner. Tries to bump one out of the way. Marked by 8 though with very low boost. Most of the players on Team 3 getting low at this point. The pressure builds, but the pinch is going to relinquish a little bit of pressure for them until Drala brings it all the way back in.
I've got to give credit to Team 3. At least there's been a little bit more lurking on the back end, not trying to let anything through. Taking their time there, but that's a big demo on Drally. Up into the air, just goes for the bump, leaves it for Monkey Moon, takes the reset, maybe a bump play off of it, but Nowasaki kept it out. Marked by 8's got the clear pass.
Oh,
over to
Catalysm.
Maybe he can send it to the back.
Damn,
Jolly's
he
got
was
the
up
lead.
for that one. He wanted
It's just
that
been
ball.
Great patience on either end.
In fact, Catalysm there had a chance to send it down midfield towards Noah as well, who wasn't really marked. Didn't have a man on him to cover the pass, so it could have been a good opportunity. But unfortunately, that did not arise that way. 3 minutes now, ticking down. That one goal for BDS. The sole goal scored in Forbidden Temple. Marbier from the corner to Catalysm. Pumps it long. Monkey Moon handily back in time. Maybe should have kept a little bit close control of that ball. As Nowasaki sent to the scrapyard. Monkey Moon hunting for a second kill. Can't quite secure it, and now halfway through the game.
I keep seeing BDS wanting to send someone up, and I know that they're ahead at the moment, but they do it when somebody's like so low on boost that you're like, you can turn around if you really wanted to.
Midfield again for Catalysm, the site of many battles so far. Patience on the backboard, pinches it low. It's a great pinch as well. It's Catalysm. Charlie can just about tap that one away.
That was deadly for BDS.
A nuisance for the BDS defense.
Great pinch forward from Mark. Trying to just play catch up. He got 2 minutes left to do so. Catalysm taking his time. This one falls down. Nowasaki had shot opportunity, but all 3 defenders clear up field, go for the transition. Monkey Moon gets the bump, but it's still not enough. Thankfully, Team 3 prevailing, giving themselves some more hope to try and catch up here.
I'll tell you what, though. Seeing just that offensive pressure come from near enough nothing on BDS's side has got to be setting Team 3 on edge, because they're working for every single opportunity they get. Too committed to that one play. But with Charlie trying to take advantage of Exotic's demo, only to the backboard he goes. Catalysm can block him out. Another midfield 50. Monkey Moon turning around with 100 boost. He can get it over one, then gets bumped away. Drali actually doesn't make any contact with that. A little bit of a ghost
my
here.
God.
Now Saka then faking out one, gets control of the ball to the ceiling. 30 boost. It's going to musty it over Drali, who is back as Exotic and Monkey Moon both going for that attack. On defense, BDS frequently send 2, so far unpunished.
At some point, though, you gotta make it through. By chance, you would think. And hopefully that's the case for them. If not, this could be extended to 2 over here. Mark's touch, very slow, but still manages to keep this one out. Monkey Moon's touch, gonna allow Exotic some time to collect and carry over. He gets past 1. It's Nowasaki versus Exotic right now. Almost 50'd it in, but it just went wide.
A little bit more boost, and I reckon he was going to be there for that as well. Now it's going to be Nowasaki trying to show off his mechanics against one of the greatest open era players. Monkey Moon is going to be winning that battle. Drali just air dribble over 1-2. Monkey Moon on an open net. Can he score that one?
He almost missed.
It was close, but the demons are not here on Saturday. Monkey Moon sinks an opener.
I love this, although it was a little questionable for a second there. Still manages to find his way through. 24 seconds left to go. You're up 2-0, and Team 3 hasn't been able to find anything. There's been a handful of shots on target. I've only had 3 registered in total, but my goodness. Again, it's still BDS at the end of the day, right?
Just
Whether
like
they're
me, this
struggling
series
or
is
not,
quite
even
quiet.
on a day where they're struggling, they are still one of the top teams in Europe.
Monkey Moon, I'm seeing a good few times here where the ball isn't really being pressured too much towards the orange half, and he still is going for bumps, going for demos, making it really awkward for Team 3. And I think if you sow those seeds in your opponent's head that, hey, you've got to watch out, keep that eye in the back of your head, because we are going to be there. We're going to try and send you off this 12-0. Let's not have people on social media saying, it's so boring because it's so one-sided, Saturday's pointless. No, give us a fight, okay? Make sure that BDS are stressing here, because the quality on the side of Team 3 absolutely make sure that they achieve that. But game number 3, very much underway. It's a time for them after that timeout to make sure that they have got all of their ducks in a row.
I'm pretty sure right now nobody wants BDS to win besides BDS fans.
Huge amount of demos. Extremely impactful if they wanted it to be.
Which is the funniest
Trying
thing.
to see who claims this one first. It's Monkey Moon out to the center, but Mark's gonna pop this one up. Great touch there, letting Team 3 finally transition out of their half, but can they stay there? Catalysm drives this one up. Nowasaki trying to clear out a warpath for him. But, oh man, BDS every time, they're just fully prepared now, even for these clears and these demos.
And they've seen these tricks before. They do them half the time.
Yeah.
And we saw very early on in the game, there was the immediate double demo from Monkey Moon coming out with the full intention of, as I said in the previous game, we're going to make you awkward. Do not sit still. And look, he's playing completely in front of the ball. Doesn't even need to make contact with any of the players or the ball itself, because Drew from the back corner with 100 boost, hits it once, hits it twice, fakes out the reset. Monkey Moon makes him awkward.
That was an awkward touch for Drelly, and he still managed to make it work.
If Jolly is playing,
It wasn't the most conventional goal. It was really awkward and whatever, but
I feel like this one is kind of out of the hands.
he just made it work.
You can't even allow him the opportunity to be starting up the montage for tomorrow's top 5. So yeah, definitely playing a little bit closer right now is what I want to see, especially just because you and I both know Team 3 genuinely does have the capability to make this so much closer than it seems on paper right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think making sure that they are able to push these teams, going 3-1 in the Swiss is such a good result for them. They need to make sure they build on that ability. However, BDS, as we've been saying time and time again, want it to be business as usual. See if they can take down one of these wins. 2 minutes, near enough elapsed now. Midfield sees Mark flick it. Now both Monkey Moon and Exotic committing to that ball. Exotic's going to be taking charge. And Noasaki challenging against him in the corner. Drali, Monkey Moon. Pipped high on the backboard. Noah and Marbaye both so close you could chuck a bag over them. No chance for them to really make any good contact with it. Drali tries to dribble over one, and again a double commit defensively. They're falling into shambles right now, Team 3. BDS have not been able to take too much advantage of it. Noasaki sending that ball nearly into the path of Drali, and a dunk was narrowly avoided.
As time goes on, you can just feel the frustration start to come out, especially when these bumps are coming out so consistently.
This is not looking too good.
Hands up, like, what do I do? What do we do? Because even if you have two people rotating back on the defense, chances are BDS is going to send the third one to just keep it going, and they're going to let it slow roll because they're at that point in play. But you got half a game of regulation left. They're up by 2. And it just feels...
Well, this is going to be an interesting Sunday at least, because it's making it, you know, it's showing how good these teams that are winning are. So when they verse each other, it's going to be crazy.
That leads to pressure in favor of BDS.
Like Oxygen, Gentlemates, and then BDS Vitality. Like, that's going to be very interesting matchups.
Destroys Exotic. Noah trying to beat out Drali. Does so. Marbaye can come in, challenges versus Monkey Moon. Exotic takes it low because Monkey Moon calls in, says, I'm going for him. But now we're seeing the reversal, and Team 3 have got bloodlust.
Out of the 4 teams that are going, BDS is definitely the weakest.
Impossible. Here comes Mark. Into the corner there. It's a fight, but Exotic wins it. Tries to send this one over to Monkey Moon. It's a drop down pass to go 3-0 on Team 3.
That's going to come down to their
That's a good pass.
BDS compared to the 2 that Team 3 so far have secured. They went scoreless in game number 2. We're a minute and 36 left in this, so if my EU maths is right, that's over, I don't know, like 8 minutes or something of game time. They need a goal as soon as they can. One every 30 seconds. Drali.
Oh my god.
Appearance on potentially tomorrow's own goal montage that Johnny Boy very nicely made for us a little bit earlier on today in the pre-show. With 80 seconds remaining, those seconds become more and more valuable for the Monkey Moon. Takes a shot on the net. Oh, Marbaye just taps it. The momentum is too much for him. Monkey Moon, he makes it 4.
This is what I was talking about, though, and what makes BDS so good, and I think we're all very well aware, is just how quickly they follow each other up. If you don't make those clears powerful, intentional, and out of the vicinity of your net, chances are somebody's already going to be there, ready to send it through.
The fact that almost went in is ridiculous.
Minute remaining, 4 goals. Gotta be honest, Herc, not gonna happen. So it now comes down. Ultimately, it comes down to game number 4. Can they get anything really started? Because going scoreless in 2 games in a row, 10 minutes of game time, it's not the one that you want to be seeing. Drali just tries to push something towards that.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Awkward, keep them honest. I don't necessarily know what BDS can do to lose from this point. Or rather, Team 3, what can they do to bring it back? Because it has not been a series they have had any control in.
Yeah, I think right now BDS is honestly just playing a clinical game onto Team 3.
Oh,
you can't really do anything. They're starting to double tap off this one and make things so much harder. Exotic and Monkey Moon lurking together is just insane. They're just all there. This is just, it's bordering disrespect to just
it's
sit there and
That's what they're doing. They're going around like a
This is starting to seem like more of the Vitality series where they just don't care anymore. They're just going for for anything and everything because they just can.
And Team 3 have got more quality in their showing today. I feel like we've said that about every single opposition, right?
Yes.
We have said they can put on more. We have seen more of them. They've ultimately come through to the top 8. Go full disrespect mode. Bum, demo, aggression, pre-jump, everything that you can think of, Team 3. Throw the kitchen sink at the team opposite you and make them sweat here in the Coliseum.
Honestly, that's exactly what I want to see. I want to just see pure disrespect from this squad. Just throw yourselves at this ball. Go for the crazy pass and plays too. Challenge everything way faster than BDS might even be anticipating. And it could work out in your favor. Big flick here though. And they're still pushing forward. Here comes BDS, forcing Team 3 back in their half. But could be a little bit more in control of Team 3 this time, but I'm just not sure. I keep wanting to hold out hope for them.
That's such an awkward little on the backboard.
I thought that was just in. I would have been a pretty nice slot if it was in, but
we saw a few bumps come in.
Oh well.
Recollection, we didn't see a huge amount of physicality being the deciding factor. That is absolutely the game plan for BDS. They are playing it completely differently from Oxygen, playing it differently from Vitality, because they are unsettling that back line time and time again. Monkey Moon with a disrespectful pre-jump. It's Exotic up, backboard down, goal, 1 minute, and it's BDS, as ever, in the lead.
This is what I said. You can't give them any space. There was nobody on the backboard for it. You got to be ready for that. Right, I think at this point we've accepted that BDS is probably going to do a ton of doubles. They're going to pass to each other off the backboard too. At least anticipate it a little bit, but this is good progress.
This is starting to become a bit sad, I can't lie.
Hopefully the pressure can continue on for this.
The way this is all working out.
Bump onto one. Mark's already up in the air, tries to pass it over to anybody, but Catalysm just not quite in a position. Most he can do is just drive it upfield.
Team 3 already have more shots in this game than they did in the entirety of last game, which is good. That is one shot. So cheers, guys. Appreciate the pressure.
You're telling me that Team 3 got nothing at all last game?
He does come through. Doesn't quite fall nicely for that final teammate. Drali beating up.
I thought they would have at least gotten some shots on.
Pulls to Drali. Exotic's already up. It's 1. Beats out 2 and Catalysm.
Well, if they're not shooting, they don't deserve to win.
Now Monkey Moon shot on target.
What the hell?
Simple. Routine save for Mark by 8, and so Monkey Moon removes his former teammate from the pitch for daring to do so.
We've got 3 minutes left. You only have to answer to 1 this time. Don't let it turn into 2. Catalysm uses all of his boost. Most he can do is try and fake it down. Drawley's going to take the shot. Noasaki pops it up high enough to keep it out. And the dream stays alive for now.
You know what I want to see?
There is no dream, just nightmares.
So far, the mod rather,
I guess that card design is pretty nice.
Have been extremely brave by cashing it out with like
Noasaki's card design, yeah.
In the Oxygen
I like
series
that a lot.
earlier, when there was like a minute left in the Vitality series.
I saw that.
Right, mod. How early are you going to cash out this series as a BDS win result? Okay, I want this to be a real risky one. Give it like a minute and a half left with 1-0. Okay, mods, how brave are you gonna be?
What happens if they do it and they're wrong though?
A goal! There's a goal! They've done it! They've scored the first time in 3 games, Hug!
I'm so happy.
About time.
Listen, if the mods had cashed out at that point in time and that had gone down, I would have lost it. Tied game, signs of life from Team 3 are with us. Can they keep it going? Noasaki around the corner. Pass to Drawley. Gotta get past 2 more though, and Exotic took it back. Catalysm just trying to slow it down. Rule 1 over in the corner, and he breaks it. It's over. It's chalked.
It's chalked.
You just cursed yourselves. Any possibility just went wayside.
Yeah, there's still 2 minutes.
This series started a heartbeat. It was weaker than a butterfly with asthma, the heartbeat that was coming through in this series. And then Catalyst
What
will
is
have
this
to go and
analogy?
terminate it
Weaker
by
than a
breaking
butterfly
the
with
head.
asthma.
That's a shame. 90
What?
seconds though. We got a series. We got a game at least. Let's see if Team 3 are going to be able to do anything.
Let's find out. This one's corner. Noasaki getting challenged over by Monkey Moon. Wins it though, and Catalysm's up next. Again, low boost. Most he can do is try and get the bump on the trolley, but he couldn't do it. Minute 18 left. Monkey Moon leaves this for Jolly to take
Jesus.
a shot. It's just over. You
That
still
was powerful,
have
though.
the chance to do so, and more boost in the tank for Catalysm means opportunity has not quite gone away.
Opportunities time and time again, really working their way through so far. 14-3, Jolly enter, trying to go for that bump.
Ooh,
Monkey Moon's gonna have to
Monkey
track back
Man.
now. Under a minute remaining.
Gotta be a
We're
bit more
seeing
careful
Team
than
3
that, my
taking
friend.
Big swipes at any of the fire defenders. Monkey Moon takes it low. Catalysm gets rid of Jolly. Monkey Moon with a reset, not quite enough boost to get it fully on target.
Close.
A lovely tap over the top. Now Jolly sits central, takes that touchdown. Marpe is going to pressure and picks up that corner 100. Boost advantage.
Oh
Doing
my
very
God.
well in favor of Team 3 right now.
BDS is struggling right now.
Solid. It's still possible though.
happening.
Last 30 seconds and the pressure's in favor of Team 3.
Come on, Team 3.
No boost for
Show them
Jolly.
why you made it
Most
to
he
the
can do is
quarters.
reset it up, but Mark's got the catch on it. Noasaki's up next. Half a tank to work with. Around the corner. Can he center it to somebody? No, it's just too far. But you keep going. You keep trying.
BDS is just missing, but that's just they just can't finish it.
Pass. It's just not enough.
Tell you what though, this pressure has built so well for Team 3. They are pushing BDS. That's exactly what you wanted. It's gone target as well. Monkey Moon taps it down. And an extremely uncharacteristic overtime has emerged at the death of this series. This is now do or die for Team 3. Mark by 18 gets a 50.
The dunk!
Look, Team 3 have a game.
This was the mark by 8 I was waiting to see, and the Team 3, that was sheer confidence, but also just a
It wasn't a dunk, but
off of it to keep.
With one game win for Team 3, they are on that track to at least making BDS sweat.
I like this. Bottled up aggression could be the answer to their problems. But like I said, it's game 5. You're going to be going up against a very annoyed BDS that fell out of their hands in the last few moments.
They ain't gonna be annoyed.
The question is, how do they respond? And how does Team 3
Not yet.
hold them off?
There's 20 seconds
They're
in
about
there.
to
We're gonna
sweep and
see,
they lost it in
hopefully,
OT
fingers
and
crossed,
on game
as much
4. Like,
aggression that final
that's
minute
not
as
that's
we-
not
as we now
tilting at
hopefully
all.
be seeing in a full
That's just a
5
damn.
minutes coming out of Team
Could have
3.
swept
BDS
there.
want the opposite. They'll want them to run scared and sit back.
That's all that is.
For any fans of teams that are below BDS right now in the points, going to be extremely happy until Drali he gets out the fire extinguisher and wants to.
That didn't really seem like it should have gone in.
All 3 members of BDS,
Oh, no.
by the way.
Nah, it's
in
just
that
the angle.
orange half, just pushing up, forcing them to the back
Yeah, that should have
wall,
gone
and
in.
just putting the ball through.
That was
And this is
fun.
what I was expecting to see. A pure disrespect from BDS and confidence, reminding them exactly who they are. Kind of a sit-down moment.
BDS, I think, with that sheer confidence in games 1, 2, and 3, that will be a shaker. They'll think that they should have won that one. They're taking one punt of a shot, exotic. RB is going to be able to save it away. Monkey Moon wants to go central with it, drops it down. Who's going to be to it first? Noah. He was caught then between wanting the boost and wanting the ball, tried to go for both. Isn't quite able to, but actually set up Marbe nicely. Now on the back line, Catalysm gets a collection, gets not quite that bad boost, and get it on the return. Now Exotic 1-2 taps it down, has to get saved away by Mark. He's able to. We're seeing
Once again,
yet
it's
again, Team
kind of
Three
similar
get
to the
back
first
into their
game,
own
minus
runs that are
the
back third.
runaway
You have to think
so
BDS,
far.
did they just learn that they were going to be
It's
aggressive?
really close that no one could score.
I think it's, again, progress.
But
is just
because
the name of the
BDS
game
had
right
that
now for
one
Team
moment,
3. That's the most
they're
you can
ahead.
Give yourself. But my goodness, BDS, they're so consistent. Even when you start to try and take a series away from them, they're so consistent at being able to come back and correct any mistakes.
Decent opportunity, decent pressure. Wanting to make sure that, again, BDS continuing to sweat as a good dunk from Noah gets it central. A wonderful pass, but Madrali is going to be there to intercept. Catalysm didn't have the same idea. Marbe shot on target, Exotic to doink it over the bar.
Oi, there we go.
It's an equalizer.
There we go, about time.
Are
Come on.
activated.
We've seen this before.
They're back in the
and
game
they
now.
Came again. Huge pass there from Mark by 8, but incredible finish from Noah Saki, the player that has had so much promise over the years. And we've all just wanted to see him succeed. Baby steps towards it. Pass over to Exotic, though. Sent off by Catalysm.
That was a good shot from Drally.
It's a floater from Jolly.
It's just in.
I don't know why they let him have so much space, but it just worked.
Then changes his mind in an awkward spot. It was
Fair enough.
He did
Fair
go for
enough,
full
truly.
commit on either way, either defensively or towards Drally to actually get the ball at the source. Marbet was awkward on the wall, but a kickoff is going to leave Noah versus Exotic. Can't quite make up for his past discretions.
Jolly. Just trying to carry this one as high as possible. It got met up into the sky. Catalysm over the mid. Exotic sends this one back down. Still to 1-goal lead. They're trying to tie things up here. Noasaki leaves that for nobody other than BDS to take it back. And that's what I'm so fearful of, is any time you have the ball, anytime you've got the pressure, it's got to go intentionally to somebody on your team. You can't let
There's no one with boost right now for Team 3.
Moments where you're in control over BDS.
They have pressure, but they have no boost, so they can't really capitalize on anything, and they're stuck.
Or those touches rather that just go to no one. They were pointless touches. They were hits
Okay, but
because
now they're
they
starting to
had the
get
ball. They had
some
no
boost.
intention to them.
They're getting demos,
They need to
okay.
make sure that
But a
their
team
shots
bump
have
there
ambition
is
to them, that they have
really
a target
not
or a
it.
purpose. And we definitely saw that in game number 4.
Just over 90 seconds left.
They've got time, but
What felt like a sign of life
now they
has
don't have much
slowly
time.
been going away.
their time is going to cut
Jolly
directly in
taking the light from
half,
the
and that's just the
eyes
tie.
Of Team 3 as they know it.
Damn,
My
they have
gosh.
45 seconds,
That's
score 2
it's
goals.
just a lovely pass, but that is a slot.
45 seconds,
between the
score 1
defense.
goal twice,
Yeah,
is what
just
I
to
was
be
trying to
past
say.
one defender that's trying to actually
I
back
need
off
to
the
score
ball,
2.
getting the touch ultimately from Catalysm.
It's,
The heartbeat that I said about earlier from the butterfly with
oh
asthma.
no, and that's
It's
just
lost its
another
appeal.
goal.
There's
Okay.
no chance for it.
That might be
It's
it.
gonna code soon. 3-goal difference, 4-1, 1 minute 25, and the question is raised: do the mods cash it out now, or are we gonna be waiting until like 20 seconds left? Do the mods have that kind of mental? Is the cash out coming?
Yeah, they
I want to know.
They
if they're
cashed it
getting
out.
trouble if they're
They
wrong.
actually cashed it
That's
out.
what I want. What happens?
I hope they get fired. I hope they get
Terry.
let go.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Terry. A minute remaining, 3-goal difference still. They did it! They've done it! The cash out has happened!
No.
Therefore, it is written in the stars that BDS win this game.
And of course, that means.
Unbelievable.
That means
51.5
that-
million
Oh
points.
no way, bro.
51.5 million.
Yeah, it's a lot of points, that. There's still
That's a lot of
45
belief.
seconds left.
That's a lot of belief for a Team 3 that's got pressure and Jolly barely making a goal line save.
Yeah, but look how much time they have left to get how many goals. It's not happening. Not against BDS.
30. Catalysm sends it long. Noah to receive. They need a goal every 10 seconds. And they've
At
barely
least
got a
not in the
goal every
BDS.
game so
Not against the
far in this
BDS that they're
series.
playing against.
Unqueen challenges, bounces high, Charlie to receive. Ladies and gentlemen, the payout is going to be correct. You've got your points. The cash out came through. And BDS are going to be going through to the semi-finals of Open Qualifier number 2. They'll be facing off against a resurgent, a spring form from last season, Vitality.
Excited to see that one happen. But
I don't
there's
know.
more
That was a
coming
really,
up later today, but before
really
that happens,
mediocre series.
I wanna give congratulations
Nothing
to BDS.
special.
You guys had an
I mean, at least Team 3 showed that they can take a game off
Swift
BDS, but like,
your old selves
yeah, I don't know.
here in the playoffs.
it was very meh.
It's clean.
It was very clean. It was
Good try though from
honestly
Team 3.
definition of clinical. Up until like last moments.